You will never truly understand people, and you will keep falling into the same traps, choosing the wrong ones, getting shocked by the obvious, until you accept one simple idea. Most people don't act like stable personalities, they act like patterns, and if you can't see the pattern, you will mistake chaos for truth. Stay until the end, because I'll give you a simple decoding system you can use immediately. Here's the first thing. 1. A person is not one person. A human being is more like a crowd. Inside one body, there are different parts competing for control. In the morning, someone can be warm and gentle because their inner child is driving. At work, they can become strict and cold because the inner parent takes the wheel. At night, they can turn toxic because the inner critic grabs power, and you keep trying to build a relationship with one personality, not realizing there is a whole parliament inside them and every part has its own agenda. If you don't understand which part is speaking, you will take everything personally. You will say, they changed. But often it's not change, it's just a different part in charge. 2. People don't exchange information, they exchange emotional charge. Most conversations are not about facts, they are about emotional discharge. If someone screams at you because of a dirty cup, it's not about the cup. They are unloading stored tension, and you just happened to be the ground wire. And when someone praises you for a small thing, it's not always kindness. Sometimes it's an investment. They are buying your loyalty for later. Words are packaging. The real message is the emotional energy behind the words. What are they trying to push into you, and what are they trying to pull out of you? 3. Many adults are stuck at the age of their main wound. A person can be 40 years old, and emotionally they can be 5. You see a businessman making rational decisions. But inside, it may be a hurt child who was never chosen for the game. You see a woman building a mature relationship, but inside, it may be a teenager still fighting her mother. So you think you're talking to adults, but often you're talking to children inside adult bodies. And this explains a lot of the chaos you see in relationships, teams, and families. 4. People don't remember what happened. They remember their version of what happened. You believe you share the same history. But in reality, each person carries their own movie in their head. In their movie, they are the main character. In their version, they are always right, or always the victim, or always the hero. And you try to argue about facts with someone who lives inside a narrative that protects their identity. That's why some conflicts feel impossible to solve, because you're not discussing reality, you're fighting a story. 5. Most people run on a small set of automatic programs. Here is the harsh part. A lot of people don't choose their reactions. Their reaction launches like a script. Hurt to attack, fear to escape, guilt to justify, shame to put on a mask. 3 or 4 programs. That's it. And you keep waiting for deep self-awareness. From someone who has never learned reflection, you expect growth from an autopilot. And then you are surprised that nothing changes. So what's the real problem? The problem is not that people are too complex. The problem is that you don't have a decoding system, so you react to noise instead of reading structure. You waste energy trying to change what is not ready to change, and you burn your time, your focus, your life inside other people's patterns. The decoding system, simple and practical. Next time you deal with someone, stop listening to the words first. Ask these 3 questions instead. First, which part is speaking right now? Child, parent, critic, performer, victim, controller? Second, what emotional charge are they carrying? Are they unloading tension, seeking control, buying loyalty, testing boundaries? Third, what program just launched? Attack, escape, justify, mask? When you can answer these questions, you stop being confused. You stop trying to fix people with logic, and you start making clean decisions, where to engage, where to set boundaries, and where to step away. Because understanding people is not magic, it's pattern recognition. And once you see the pattern, you finally stop walking into the same traps.